What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the School of Barbering. Today we are going to be doing a wedding day haircut on my client here, and we're going to start off by doing some block graduation. The reason we're going to be doing this is so that we can fade directly into this length right here without disturbing the top of the hair. So I'm separating the top from the sides all the way around. I'm not going to be using clips because his hair isn't too long. It's not going to get lost or anything. I can kind of just push it out the way just like I did. Next, we're going to be cutting the top. I'm going to start in the crown and I'm going to be point cutting. That way there's texture in his hair. It's not too blunt of a cut. And as you can see, I don't overcomplicate the scissor work, especially, again, his hair's short, so we don't need to have multiple different sections. I am still gonna, section the hair and grab it with my comb so that we can, use our traveling guide to make sure that, the length is still even all around. Now we're gonna leave the front a bit longer, so as you know, the head, starts to round towards the forehead. So next I'm gonna take my foreguard and go right up to the block graduation that we just did. And it's gonna look like there's a big weight line, which there is, but that's kind of what we want, because then when we comb it forward like how we just did, it all flows together. Next, we're gonna be taking our trimmers. These aren't zero gapped. Purposely didn't zero gap them, just because it's not always necessary. I pretty much just use them to bald out hair. I'm gonna be using my shavers right under that. This is gonna be pretty much like a compressed drop mid fade pretty much. So we're gonna be doing the Los method. Shout out to Los. I'm gonna start with my clipper with the half guard, levers fully closed, and then we're gonna open it up. We're gonna drop back down, close up our lever with the no guard, and then open it as we move up. So my process is typically fully closed, then halfway, then I'll drop back down to maybe 3/4 closed, then I'll open up to 1/4 closed. Next, we're going to take our 3 guard, levers fully open. This is going to fade directly into the 4. Then I'm going to close the lever. Then I drop down to my 1.5 guard, levers fully open. Then I'm going to drop down beneath that and just close up that lever. Next, I drop back down to my 1 guard, and I'm just going to open and close the lever using the corner of the blade in the guard. And then I grab my 2 guard, the lever's fully open just in the beginning, and then I close it right under that. I'm being very careful with the 2. The 2 guard can be very destructive at times. So I like to be very careful with the 2, and I like to just flick with it without digging. And now we're just gonna work on the fade, and we're just really detailing right now. So we're gonna be doing the exact same process in the back and on the sides. Now it's time to line up the C cup. I'm not gonna push it back too much. I'm gonna keep it, you know, somewhat natural, but still sharp. We're gonna do the same thing for this side too. And after the lineup, I really like to detail. Now we're gonna work on his facial hair. The razor is a perfect finish. I do like to be very careful. I tend to really use sharp blades. Most blades are sharp. There are some that are kind of come a bit more dull, which can be safer, but you know, the sharper the blade for me, the better. And we're gonna add just a little bit of the pencil on his C cups, and then I'm gonna add some product. What I did is I added some paste, and then I added a little bit of water. And now we're gonna use our round brush, style it, and now we're gonna detail with our thinning shears. I'm gonna spray a little bit of hairspray. And this is the finished result.